In just a few days, voters will go to the polls for the first time since Labour's red wall turned blue. Elections mid-Parliament are often difficult moments for the governing party, but the Conservatives are sitting comfortably. This time the tables are turned. It's Labour and its leader under pressure.
Unless he can show that he can reverse, not just hold his place, but reverse the roads that we've already made into the red wall, I think people within his own party will really start asking the question, is this sort of metropolitan, representing the elite leader, the person who can win the red wall back for Labour? And I think the answer to that, sadly for Keir Starmer, is absolutely not.
When you come up here, are you recognised or do people still not know who you are?
Oh, it depends.
Out in East Lancashire, Keir Starmer knows he's up against it. You're going to have a really bad election, aren't you?
Look, we're sailing into a very strong headwind because there's undoubtedly a vaccine bounce for the government. But we've lost 4 elections, and therefore, over a longer term, there's been a sense that the Labour Party is not close enough to those communities, to those that we want to vote for us. And that's what we've got to do to close that gap and re-establish that. Now, I do think that can be done in one general election cycle, and that's what we are doing.
The key red wall fights for you are the West Mids Mayor, the Tees Valley Mayor and Hartlepool. If you lose all 3 of them, how serious a trouble are you in as a leader?
I've got a huge task ahead of me. There's no doubt taking the Labour Party from where we were, the worst result since 1935 in December 2019, into a position where we can win an election is a huge task. It is going to take time. I never thought that we could achieve that in 1 year. I don't think anybody realistically thought we could do it in 1 year. But I do believe that we're making progress and heading in the right direction.
These elections will be the first chance for the public to give their verdict on Keir Starmer since he was elected Labour leader just over a year ago. He likes to say that the party's under new leadership, but the question is, have the public really noticed? And if they have, do they like what they see? Excuse me. Hi, I'm Beth from Sky. I was just wondering, that man over there, do you know who he is? The guy over there?
No.
No? It's Keir Starmer.
Right.
Do you know who he is?
No idea.
No? OK. A year in the job, Sir Keir is struggling to cut through to voters. Keir Starmer was up here today. I don't know if you heard. He was out and about. What do you think of him?
To be honest with you, I think he's just another one.
Yeah.
So they're all of the same similar breed, going to do the same similar job.
I don't know if Keir Starmer's making that much of an impact. It doesn't seem to have made much of an impact on you.
I think it's down to individual characters, and there is still the big divide of Westminster and the rest of the world.
But some politicians have made their mark.
To be honest with you, I quite like Boris Johnson as a character. I think he's borderline semi-normal.
The pandemic's made normal politics all but impossible. In times of crisis, the public have little patience for party posturing. But how Labour fares in its traditional heartlands will be its acid test. It's in their old red wall where they must prove they can build back. Beth Rigby, Sky News.